I'm scared to look around.
Gun violence continues across Ohio this weekend, leaving 2 teens dead and 4 others injured in Mansfield. Take a look. It happened on Ferndale Avenue in Mansfield, about an hour north of Columbus. Daryl Rowland checked out the scene in the city of about 48,000.
There's 2 people shot in my room right now. There's 2 people shot. They just ran inside my room. They're bleeding really bad. They're bleeding really bad right now.
A late-night party Friday in a modest Mansfield neighborhood erupts into a gun battle. Police say dozens of shots were fired, the violence spilling into neighbors' front yards. Investigators tell us 2 teens were killed, one 17, the other 18. 4 other teens were hurt, ranging from 14 to 19 years old. The 911 caller, still inside the home where the shootings began, asked by the dispatcher where the shooter was.
I don't know where the shooter is. I'm scared to look around. I'm scared to look around.
A close neighbor who didn't want us to use his name or show his face heard the gun battle roll through his front yard.
They were running every which way. They were jumping in their cars. They were jumping out. They actually towed like 2 different vehicles out of here because they didn't know where it was. But I mean, everybody was just, it was like a stampede. They just was running.
Nobody nearby was hurt, but we saw ample evidence of the late night violence, including an apparent bullet hole in the front window of the house where it all began.
And the neighbor's Jeep got shot up and my yard got shot up and part of my driveway.
A few buildings away, the leader of a small group home for autistic residents heard the shots and saw the stampede heading her way.
We saw just chaos, people running in and out of houses, just flashlights, people screaming.
She was worried about her disabled residents,
especially having no lights here and not really being able to see.
Back up the street, the longtime residents said the violence was unusual for the area.
It's not a bad neighborhood. It's actually a fairly decent neighborhood. I've been around here for 40+ years, and we've never had any kind of issues like this.
He also mentioned a chilling possible connection to Central Ohio.
There was one girl here that was looking for her brother. They were up here from Columbus.
Mansfield police urging anyone with information to come forward. This is Daryl Rowland from Columbus.
Daryl, thank you. And while gun violence is on the rise across Columbus, we have also focused on the growing violence in Mansfield. Back in 2022, Mansfield police reported 5 homicides. This year, there have been at least 7, including last night's shooting. Police say one of the biggest causes is youth getting their hands on firearms. Now, community activists and law enforcement are weighing in on the issue.
A lot of people in our community are crying out for help in terms of what kind of programs can we do for youth?
That's the question I always ask her, where are these parents at? Why are these kids out running the street, 2 o'clock in the morning?
Diaz is hopeful catching younger people early will help. Leaders are also working with community groups and the city in hopes of building a community center for youth.